Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. Today we're going to do a recipe that you guys have asked from me so much, and I wasn't able to do it before because I didn't have a waffle iron. And now that I do, I'm happy to present to you my waffle recipe. Waffles are so delicious. I love them when they're crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. And just brunch and breakfast in general are my favorite meals of the day. As always, if you want to see the full recipe with all the quantities, how many ingredients I used of everything, then you can see that in the description box below. That will take you to my blog where you'll find lots more recipes for breakfast, for brunch, and any other meal of the day. If you like breakfast and brunch as much as I do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make these waffles, so if you want to see how they're done, then keep on watching this video. To begin, I have here my dry ingredients, my flour, my sugar, salt, and also baking powder, which we're going to mix. And on the other hand, we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So here I already have my milk with a vanilla extract. You could also use vanilla essence if you prefer. And here I have my butter, which is melted and cooled to room temperature, which is really important because if it's hot, it's going to cook our eggs. And finally, I'm going to separate my eggs. I'm going to have the egg whites on one side and the egg yolks are going to go into the milk. So if you notice here, I almost broke my egg yolk into my egg whites and I thankfully was able to save it, but you do want to avoid to have any egg yolk in your egg whites or else they won't lift up when you beat them. I made a hole at the center of my dry ingredients and I poured in my wet ingredients. And now to incorporate them and prevent any lumps from forming, you want to start at the center and slowly incorporate the dry ingredients from the sides. I'm going to whip up the egg whites. So this has two leavening agents. The first one is, of course, the baking powder, which is already here in the dough, and the other one is going to be beat up egg whites. Egg whites will have a lot of air that will then expand when it's heating up, and so this will make our waffles nice and fluffy. Now, usually with two egg whites, you cannot use a stand mixer because the mixing thing, the whisk, doesn't get to the bottom of the bowl so that it can fluff them up. So I'm going to do them by hand, but you could also use an electric handheld mixer. If you also want to whip up by hand the egg whites, don't worry, it's not that tough to beat two egg whites together. You just want to put the bowl in diagonal like I'm doing to make use of the curvature that the bowl has, and then you'll be able to whisk in a circle. You can stop when you have soft peaks. We're then going to incorporate the egg whites with a spatula and using folding motions, and in this way you're going to remove very little air from them as you mix everything together. Then you're going to preheat your waffle iron. Once it's preheated, you want to paint it with oil and you want to get into all of those crevices in between the squares. Then you're going to place some dough on top. I first started with one ice cream scoop of dough, but then I realized that I needed just a bit more to get into those corners, so I increased that a bit, and that will depend on the size of your waffle iron. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes to be completely done, and I recommend that you don't open it up halfway through the cooking process because they will stick. So like I said, they're so yummy. They're crispy on the outside and still really nice and fluffy on the inside. I love the amount of sweetness that it has as well, so that you can add some syrup on top of it if you like, or you can even finish it just with icing sugar if you prefer. If you make this recipe or any other recipe from the blog, don't forget to send me a photo or upload it to social media, tagging me and using the hashtag RecipeCJ. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. It's free and only one click away. You just need to click on the bottom that says subscribe, and also turn on the bell so that you get a notification every time that I upload a video. If you want more recipes and tips, you can follow me on all my other social media as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.